Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to this special presentation.
Hey Wit Worldwide, your host, James Suffering here with another news-packed episode to make you sit back and say, wow, that was moving. Let's put that one up in a museum.
And your co-host, Taylor Romance here as well, in what appears to be the most unprofessional and visually unappealing studio I've ever seen throughout my entire career. I stand by what I said.
Well, Taylor, I personally feel like the gross negligence regarding the studio's cleanliness is quite charming, maybe even artistic.
As my late father would say, there's nothing artistic about filth.
That sounds like something my dad would say, if only I still talked to him.
I'm sure we wouldn't want to ruin any more of this production with any wasted canvas space. So without any further ado, let's get right into the news.
Recently, a Maryland man was found dead in his house sporting a rather vicious snake bite. Investigators were concerned to find out where the insidious suspect was when they happened upon a mysterious room in the man's home, where, upon opening the doors, sat what they described as snake heaven. A room filled with 2 feet of dirt and water housing 124 different species of snakes. Upon arrival into the room, the investigators quickly evacuated the house, yelling, "We've had it with these motherfucking snakes in this motherfucking house!" End quote.
San Diego's taking the phrase "step in a crack, break your mother's back" literally this week, after paying an upwards of $400,000 to give back to those who have been hurt by the city's damaged sidewalks. While the action is much appreciated, San Diego's taxpayers have had increasing questions about whether or not this means larger investments into the city's infrastructure. The mayor of the city stated this: "It's actually really freaking funny when people fall down on the streets, so I'd rather pay for the damages than sacrifice a little laugh I can have over coffee every morning."
Be on the lookout, because the poop strangler could come after you next. A woman was accused of brutally murdering 2 cyclists this past weekend. When asked why she did it, she simply explained to the cops that she was defecating uncontrollably, and the only way for her to mask the unbearable shame was to viciously do away with the 2 cyclists who had accidentally bared witness to such a tragedy. It was already embarrassing, but once the nickname Infinity came around, it was the end of the line for those 2 dry pants activists.
Jesus Christ. Are these the things that go on in the world now? Humanity's doomed.
I'd love to meet up with that woman. I could make something meaningful out of this. Maybe something brown with a hint of red to symbolize her deep, masked anger, as well as the blood of her victims.
That's disgusting.
Huh? Aw, Taylor, thank you so much. That's what I was going for. I didn't think it was your thing.
This week, a group of Brazilian doctors were surprised to find what appeared to be a 2-kilogram dumbbell stuck inside a local man's rump. In a rash attempt to save the man's life, the head surgeon chose to manually pull the dumbbell from inside the man using his own hands and a pair of tools. When asked for a report of how the gym equipment made its way inside of the patient, a pleasant visual was given to Wit Worldwide in 4 lovely words: "You don't want to know."
The metaverse is beginning to look increasingly like a scam, experts are saying, which is a lie.
It makes sense. You just don't get it.
It's literally the future of everything will be connected, always.
You guys just aren't ready. None of us are ready. We're all stupid sheep.
Like, do you really think it's our place to even guess what Zuck is thinking right now? It's not. It never will be. God.
Krispy Kreme is now offering a dozen donuts at $4.11 on Wednesdays to fight gas inflation. Heck yeah, we're all throwing our hats back into the ring, said Krispy Kreme representative Mr. Extract, who luckily we got to speak to for the first time in years. You remember us. That's right. We only went a little bankrupt, and now we're gas price heroes. His demeanor immediately faded, however, when Wit Worldwide asked when more Krispy Kremes would be opening again.
We know your intentions. Stop, said the South Carolina pigs over the weekend, referring to the people they keep catching having sex in local parks. You and your lone car in an abandoned parking lot are not fooling anyone, they continued. Literally everyone knows what that means. It's gross, and if I see one more bare ass pressed against a rear window, I am going to lose my mind.
3 admins were arrested recently over running an unofficial clone site of the hit online game Club Penguin, despite Club Penguin being abandoned by Disney over 5 years ago. "Got him," exclaimed Bob Chapek, Disney's CEO, saying, quote, "That'll teach you from stealing from the freaking mouse guys." Master Pick went on to clarify that despite not making any money off the website and having no plans to use the property in the future, he would not rest until everyone trying to create an unprofited fund with the franchise faced the old Walt's wicked wrath.
Financial experts have found some Canadians to be too anxious about the future to enjoy their vibrant present. They have Tim Hortons, and their police literally ride ponies, said one of these economic advisors, surrounded by empty bank statements of wigged-out Canadians. And we finally sequestered all the French into Quebec. What's left to be stressed over? There's literally never been a better time to be Canadian.
Canada. That's the place that's always cold, correct?
Well, yeah. Taylor, do you ever get out of your house?
I'm a refined artist. I only leave my house when I'm called on by God. The rest of my time is spent crying in my studio and creating portraits of the beautiful women whom which I love so dearly.
So what you're saying is stuff like the weather is of no interest to you?
When sunlight falls on the fields of grass in the near morning hours, lust grows between 2 lovers, joys beginning.
Okay. Nolan's here with weather, so let's get right to him before you die of old age. Oh, I guess we sent Nolan out into the field today. How are things, Nolan?
Oh, okay. clearly Nolan's unable to speak with us right now. Let's cut to a commercial.
Last time on Animation Nation, the degenerates had braved the trials brought on by the plague and made it through another semester. However, there was no time for celebration. While they may have made it past the plague, several of their members were lost to the graduation effect, including one of their leaders. While some did find a way to come back for a time, many were lost to an uncertain future. So now, the degenerates face a new challenge. Will they be able to regain the membership they once had? Can they survive such a heavy blow to their leadership? I have no clue, but if they've made it this far, anything is possible. Animation Nation has somehow continued to bring you the pinnacle of animation-based content, with news, series reviews, top 10s, game shows, and more. No matter the challenge set before them, Animation Nation will always find a way to bring you the entertainment you deserve.
We need help, we need people, we need Kristen.
Chloe!
Whatever!
Hey Chloe, it's Haley.
And Nolan.
From Witticism at IUP-TV. We were just wondering, would you want to be a producer this year?
We just thought, you'd like the opportunity. It's a really cool, resume build.
Hey guys, what's up?
How does this computer not have Premiere?
So we have no ideas. We don't know what we're doing for a clip show. We need to do a...
I don't have clips.
Why?
I didn't save any of it.
No.
Last year doesn't count.
Why don't we just call Gage?
Yeah, this is why you're a producer. Yeah.
Hey Gage, so we were just drawing up ideas for the promo, and I was thinking, just like, when you say drastic changes. Oh, we're just starting over. Brand new year, yeah. Yeah. Oh, that'll work.
Here on Indie Rockers Ball, we want to bring you music-related content that you won't be able to find anywhere else.
Here at IRB, we have reviews and recommendations of local and indie music that you don't hear about every day, as well as music news from in and around Indiana.
Best of all, we got performances from local artists live in the studio.
So check out our YouTube channel. We're tuning locally on Channel 6.
If you're an IUP student and you want to come film with us, DM us on our socials or shoot us an email. All the info you need is in the description below.
See ya!
Sports is sports, it's not art, it doesn't have any sort of meaning behind it other than winning games.
No, you don't understand. If you had a deeper understanding of art and the complexity of the human form, maybe you would know the true art is found in the human body.
What are you trying to say here, Taylor?
I'm saying that the masculine form is something to admire, James. It's beautiful, frankly, and there's something nothing like it. Sports things like football, swimming competitions, they emphasize how the body has such magnificent powers.
Hey, is someone talking about the beauty of the male form?
Oh, you understand?
Of course I understand. I love sports. My favorite thing about sports is how close you can get with your teammates. Skin to skin type bonding, you know?
Yeah, do you want to talk about
Let's bring the notch down just a little maybe and get back to the news, eh?
Hey, I haven't even got to...
Okay, no time for that, just news, baby. Get out of here, you silly, homoerotic goose. Ah. Terry Judy is still in the race for county sheriff, despite his arrest and pending trial. That's actually super funny. Who even elects a sheriff anyways? Oh, other police officers. Newly elected Sheriff Terry Judy is now currently facing rigged trial, looking to face anywhere from 15 years to a slap on the wrist. But we all kind of know how it's going to go. Why do we even try?
Your next American Airlines flight could be a bus ride. That's right. Tired of the inconvenience of leaving the ground every time you need to travel long distances? Wish there was a way to increase the length of journey while still maintaining the intimate cramping of many strangers sitting too close together? Then American Airlines has just the mode of transportation for you with their new Take Our Freaking Bus initiative. If you think airports are so bad, then take a freaking bus, see how that feels. But no, really, public transportation is good for the environment. Please take the freaking bus, but not American Airlines bus.
Actually, riding a bus has its own artistic merit. The grime, the spit, smell, even the people, you know, bus people. The weird guy, the mothers, their awful crying children. Riding a bus is like living through all phases of life in unison.
You should never put yourself through such a horrific torture. Would that create the depth needed for a truly demonic piece of man? And how far he's fallen?
Ooh. The US military confirms an interstellar meteorite collided with the Earth back in 2014, and that's probably why everything has sucked since then. It was actually that meteorite that killed Robin Williams, said the NASA scientist who initially detected the anomaly 8 years ago. And you know, I'm a man of science, but I feel like everything's just been kind of worse since then. And I do fully blame that meteorite. Like, now Iago is dead too, and Will Smith isn't allowed at the Oscars anymore. I'm just concerned the meteorite is taking Aladdin from us.
Kaylee Cuoco revealed that she was so stressed filming Flight Attendant that she developed a rash. There was no calmness, she said, or any creams, ointments, or topical anything. It was a nightmare, which is something that we as artists deal with a lot. Psoriasis, it sucks. Every night, I'm peeling skin, it gets everywhere, I start crying, I paint.
Tate Reeves, the governor of Mississippi, announced that this month of April is Confederate Heritage Month and Genocide Awareness Month. The governor, Tate Reeves, down south in Dixie, responds to these criticisms. There's no problem down here in Mississippi. We simply want to show our awareness this month and to sing praise and glory of the Confederacy and their noble-ass cause to free the South from Yankee hands and the tyranny of Abraham Lincoln. God save the South. Yeehaw! I can't help but think about what kinds of celebrations they're doing during the month to do just that.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw indeed, my good friend.
Today, a driverless car appeared to flee the scene after being pulled over by cops. According to witnesses, it kept yelling at the top of its engines, "I'm not guilty, I'm not guilty, I swear, man, I didn't kill her, I didn't, but even if I did, she totally deserved it, man. She was into some weird stuff, man." Police are still investigating the scene, but they did confirm that the woman in question was in fact into some weird stuff. The car, named Planer, was driving 15 miles per hour, but cops have yet to find him.
Multiple people in the state of Ohio have reported to being assaulted by a man calling himself the Whipped Cream Bandit. Despite committing his crimes in Ohio, he has only attacked non-Ohioans. Some theorize that the Whipped Cream Bandit might be an Ohioan radical who believes that Ohio should become their own nation and enslave all non-Ohioans to establish a world where everyone must love Ohio or else face immediate death. The bandit, who officers claim to believe is named Scott, has confirmed that his victims actually go to heaven once they die. So there is some good news in this story. That's so romantic, so beautiful, so moving. Do you think they'll put a memorial somewhere for the victims?
I would only hope. It's such a shame, but apparently the whipped cream tastes really good, so that's a plus.
Hold on, we're getting word that the company that rented out the other half of the studio would like to make an announcement?
Yeah. Apparently they heard that we were a news station and said that it would be ideal.
All right, well, let's send the crew their way.
Hello, I heard you was the news, and I would like to discuss squatters' rights here in the greater Pennsylvania Commonwealth. You know, it's the reason we've constructed our little lean-to here to discuss our soon-to-be ownership of this property in about 20 years. Yeah. You know, we're really looking forward to fully moving in. We're just kind of settling in right now. You know, all that you know, moving in hecticness. You know, We might get some guys over for like a housewarming party, but right now we're just chilling here. We like to talk about how we think squatters' rights should be lowered to residing in the establishment for closer to like something more reasonable, like 5-10 minutes.
Because my first shack fell after 17 years, and my second one I got kicked out of after 2.
Exactly. Like those combined aren't even like the minimum length, So like we're trying to make it more reasonable where we just move in, we set up shop, and it's become ours, So yeah, we've moved into this here area so that we can sort of advocate for that and exercise our rights.
Because the first shack fell down after 17 odd years.
My grandpappy built this street with his bare hands 300 years ago, and I'm gonna honor my family's legacy by staying in the street with my friends.
Yeah, we built this editing bay. Our ancestors built this editing bay with their bare hands, and what do we get from it? Nothing. We don't even own a single swivel chair. So we're moving in so that we can, sort of take this area back for, the people who built it.
My grandpappy didn't die in the war just to be treated like this. I demand respect and our rights.
You're not for nothing were it not for your friends.
Good job. So that's why we're moving in.
Interesting. I can see where they shine, but they fall short in other areas. Where are the costumes?
I'm not sure if I dig it. It was kind of creepy, I don't know. Maybe I'm getting old.
No, you can't get old. If you get old, then what am I? You're a young, modern artist. You have so much life ahead of you.
You know me, Taylor. I'm living in a stinky, dirty house in the middle of the city. I'm not like you, okay? I'm broke. I don't value all the normal things artists do.
You literally are following the modern art movement.
I'm just so pathetic and sad, and everything sucks, and that's why I make art. You know what I mean?
I think I know what you mean.
I'm sorry about that. I needed to vent, in a way that wasn't so abstract.
I'm proud of you, James. You finally learned the value of expressing yourself through something other than shapes and vandalism.
Well, that's all we have for tonight, folks.
Stay tuned for next week.
And as always, you stay artsy, Indiana.
What happened? All right. What's my cue? Andrew plays the guitar. It fades over to here, fades back over. You step up and sing. Okay, so after you...
Seriously.
I might be able to read it. Okay.
While the action is much appreciated, San Diego's taxpayers have increasing.
Be on the lookout, because the food's trying. No!
For the first time in years. You remember us. I'm sorry.
You remember us.
Well, trust pants still got wet. Oh well. Record it. hit the record button.
Joey Sports.
Can you stop calling me, sir?
Leave me alone.
Yes, actually, this is my brother calling me.
Call Nick a nerd.
Call Nick a nerd. We're still recording, aren't we?
Oh, absolutely.
How long are these, like, filming sometimes? Oh, boy.
This is just like a moment now. It's like Titanic, but like not in the future.
In the future, Nolan in the future having this, I expect when I ask you...
He's gone!
He better come back.
Is he drowning?
He better come back.
Someone's gotta save him. He's drowning.
He better come back. Nolan, in the future, whenever you're editing this,
I'm bringing Nolan back.
I want you, when I ask you for ideas for news, I expect you to be able to give them to me.
From beyond the grave,
Exactly.
we're gonna dig you up and we're gonna get animation news out of you. Okay.
Nolan is currently getting wet as we speak right now.
Thank God.
He'll be back in just a moment.
Nolan is on his way to be as wet as possible. That is his new goal. He's going to come back soft.
Yes.
Covered in water.
Hey Siri, synonyms for wet. The first one is lactating. I'm not reading this. I've changed my mind. Siri, don't like you. Classic witticism night. Nolan's wet. And that's it. That's the only stipulation. You're in for a great night tonight, folks. On this episode of Witticism, we finally got Nolan wet. It's done. We can end the show forever now.
He was lactating in the other room just a moment ago.
He was lactating. That's
Absolutely.
the word we've chosen to use.
It broke way more.
Bye, Chloe. Bye, Chloe. Bye, Chloe. Bye, Ben. Bye, Chloe. Did you fall? Outside? No. Sleepover. Bye, Chloe.
I still have his son. He forgot his son. Okay. We're okay.
Ben, no!
Lines on your face are getting longer. Feel like you're treading water, but the riptide's getting stronger. Don't panic, don't jump ship, can't fight it like taxes. At least it happens only once in your life.
Yo, can I get some of those?
Yeah. You want some? I don't know.
Chewing party, chewing party, chewing party, chewing party.
You know what?
Num 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 num. Num num num.
Put some in there.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, those are really good for some reason.
Chewing party.
Chewing party. Another one. Chewing. Chewing party, chewing party. Thank you. Chewing party. Chewing.